Welcome back to the vendor table.
Hello.
Oh boy, we got a fun one for you guys.
Yeah, we're not gonna beat around the bush.
Now, fan favorite horror stories.
Hell yeah, metal.
Straight from Trashland.
Let's fucking go.
Straight from Trashland. We are in it. We are, Trashland, if you guys haven't tuned into our horror stories, is Reddit. Our favorite place for these kind of things.
Yeah, if you're ever out of material, Reddit is full of it.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Anytime we need something, we go to Reddit. All right, so full disclosure, Lauren is unaware of these stories.
I have no clue.
Okay.
So
we're going to read as many as possible in 30 minutes, okay? And see how many we can go through, react to, and all this shit. But some of these are fucking wild.
I'm so excited.
All right, I'll read the first one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for wearing white at my blind cousin's wedding? Oh my God. All right, I'll read the story. I'd like to start by saying...
I mean, immediately, yes.
I like to start by saying that me and my female cousin, blind from birth, aren't very close, but we get along as relatives. She's 26 and her wedding was last week. She sent me an invitation, though we don't talk much, but since I wanted a break from work, I decided to go. My favorite color is white. I have brown skin.
Who the fuck's favorite color is white?
Well, she has brown skin.
So?
Love wearing white because it brings out my skin glow and makes me feel comfortable and confident. I purchased a maxi white dress, nothing fancy, but goes well with my skin tone, and wore it at the wedding.
Read the fucking room.
There wasn't a big party with many guests, but sort of a family dinner and small celebration. I really thought no one would even notice I was wearing white.
Oh my God. I cannot.
So am I the asshole for wearing white to my blind cousin's wedding?
Yes. I didn't think anyone would know. What?
Oh, she has ears. People can tell you're wearing white. Come on, dude.
Are you?
Holy shit. This was oh my God.
No. Yes, you are the asshole.
Yes, you are 100% the asshole.
100% the asshole.
100%.
Ma'am.
Madam.
That is not the day for your skin to glow.
There's so many colors that will make your skin glow, lady.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Yes, you're an asshole. Especially the fact that she's blind.
Like, you knew she was blind and you did this because she was blind.
Is everyone in the room blind? No.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Oh, you poor sweet summer child.
What a way to kick this one off, huh?
So fucking dumb.
What a way to kick this off, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, so yeah.
Anyway, yes, you're the asshole.
You're 100% the asshole.
I just love the title. Like,
am I the asshole? Yeah.
Am I the asshole for wearing white at my blind cousin's wedding? Like, you knew what the fuck you were doing.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
You knew.
100%.
Why'd you have to ask?
Absolute garbage person.
Oh my God. Anyway.
All right, I'll read the next one. So I might read a lot of these just because Lauren's blind reacting. She has no idea what I put to any of these.
I think I'm just going to put the phone down because I don't even want to see it. I want to know, like, I'm just going to, okay.
All right, so next one. I was just in an Uber pool with a couple going to their wedding, and they had the audacity to be mad at me for joining the pool even though they chose Uber pool on their wedding day.
So wait. This is a complete stranger.
A complete stranger was
getting an Uber.
Was getting an Uber, and there was a couple in the Uber already. But with Uber pool, it's a carpool.
Yeah.
So you're allowed to join the Uber pool.
So they wanted the cheapest option for the Uber, which is usually what Uber pool is.
Yeah.
And they got mad because there was another person in the Uber pool.
Like, are you serious? It's like an extra $10 for a regular Uber.
Also, why are you Ubering on your wedding day?
I mean, people Uber on their wedding day.
I know they do, but like, don't get mad about it.
No. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God. Could you imagine that?
Imagine they tried to like ask him or her to just like leave. Like, can you get out?
Yeah, and then you don't get a refund. The guy doesn't get a refund if he leaves.
Why are you pissed about it? Like, if something like this happened to me, like, I'm such a social person, I'd be like, what's up, dude? Like, How you doing? How's your day? We just got married. What's your name? Like, let's be friends. Want to come to my wedding? Why are they mad?
Oh my God.
None of that. That doesn't make sense.
No.
That's so silly.
All right.
Grow up.
It's totally grow up. All right. So let's get into some other ones.
Okay. Are there worse ones?
There's some bad ones here.
Okay.
All right. Here's one. I'm going to read this. Okay. This guest literally drugged the bride and caused her to black out the entire day. Okay.
Oh.
So long story short, I got robbed from my own wedding. I got given calm meds before my wedding, but actually got 4 tablets of Activan. Please note, I do not take prescription medication, nor do I suffer from anxiety.
Oh, no.
Obviously, it's normal to stress on your wedding day, right? The person that had given me this medication was a friend that I grew up with and have been there for me for 30 years, who said it was a natural tablet.
Oh, no.
You trust your friends, right? After planning for months and spending all of our savings on this fairy tale wedding, which was perfect, by the way, unfortunately, I was out of it. Almost went into a coma. I cannot remember anything. Thank God I made it for the ceremony to get married. It's been a very traumatic experience, as I feel I was robbed from my own wedding. I know I will never have this day again, but I honestly want a reception. We had a lot of family that came down from overseas and a lot of money that was put into the organization of my perfect day. I do feel I need another reception dinner, nothing lavish or fancy, but I'm looking for a place that I could take about 50 to 60 more people, like to have a party vibe, no sit-down dinners, etc. Finger food based in Cape Town. My story is traumatic, and you never hear about this type of thing. I try to laugh it off, but it has caused a great deal of depression recently, and I get lots of tears. Anyone that could recommend something? Regards, a very traumatized bride.
Well, first of all, get the fuck away from that friend.
Damn.
You don't just give somebody 4 of those and expect them to be okay.
Yeah.
Whatever, that's so serious. I'd honestly be fucking pressing charges.
Yeah, is that criminal?
That is criminal.
Is that criminal?
That is criminal.
Because you're drugging somebody.
Yeah. That's so fucked up beyond all reason to do to somebody who is your friend.
Yeah.
I wish you the worst.
Yeah.
Whoever you are.
Like, seriously, I hope they don't ever talk again.
You can't pretend to not know that that's something is bad is going to happen when you dose somebody with 4 different pills.
Yeah. And
then say it's natural. Like, it's beyond misleading. It's really messed up. And like for this bride too, to just be like, my memories and all that stuff. I'm sorry, but that is so traumatic. Like, we're not even talking about about her health here. That could have killed you. Mm-hmm. You could have died. So like, on top of now not remembering anything from their wedding day, they also now have to deal with the trauma of being drugged by somebody who is very close to them and almost going into a coma. Yeah. So no, yeah, that's really horrible.
So am I the asshole? Yeah, you're a big fucking asshole. You have
to wonder. I hope that eats you up at night, every night.
I really do. And I really hope that the bride gets her special reception.
Yes.
I really do. And like, I feel like that's something that like would have like a GoFundMe or something, because she needs like her day. Like that sucks. Like, you plan this whole fucking thing out, right?
So much money.
And she said it was perfect. Everyone said it was a perfect day and everything, like, but you don't get to enjoy it because your friend gave you fucking pills that you didn't like. She didn't know what it was. She was told that they were like natural medicine, and you trust somebody to give you something. Like, you've known this person for 30 years. That's so fucked up. Like, it almost seems criminal to the fact that like it really does.
To me, it sounds like this person knew what they were doing.
I would think so.
I don't know what their motives were or why they did it. This is no accident. Trust me on that. Hand to God, absolutely not an accident. So I don't know why, but absolutely fucked up.
Mm-hmm. So, that was not a fun one to read.
That was icky.
Yeah, that's a horror story. That's an absolute horror story. Yeah. All right, so we'll read another one. We're flying through these. Hi.
Good.
This guest took a ton of food from the reception.
Okay.
All right.
How much food?
Let's see.
Tell me.
My husband and I had a very small wedding ceremony and reception. Probably about 25 people were invited. only close family and a handful of friends. I invited my dad's BFF, so he had someone to socialize with, other than my mom, since they literally spend 24/7 with each other. Plus, his friend has always been good to me. Anyway, a few days before the wedding, my dad's friend asked him if it was okay if his daughter and her husband came, and I didn't have a problem with it. So she shows up without her husband, but with about 10 Tupperware containers.
What?
To take food. We had a buffet-style wedding. I'm Polish in Western PA, and it's kind of tradition in our area, and we had a cookie table. Oh, that's the Pittsburgh cookie table.
Got it.
Okay. Look it up. Also tradition, also amazing. She loaded up about 7 containers with food to take home, took about 3 containers of homemade cookies, a couple of bottles of beer, and most of the centerpieces. I didn't notice any of this because I was too busy with the whole wedding, but
She took the centerpieces?
She took the centerpieces? But my dad told me about it the next day. And when we opened up our gift from her, she gave us $5.
Bitch. No. Nope. I'd be like, get me the address. I'm knocking on her door and getting my fucking Tupperwares. Give me my food.
Not even kidding, a $5 bill.
Oh, hell no. Nope.
Before anyone asks, she's not poor by any stretch of the imagination. She's probably better off than I am. And I'm assuming it's just because she just freeloads from anyone and everyone she can. But seriously, who the fuck does this?
Nope.
Wow.
Nope. No.
Wow.
Absolutely the fuck not. I'm telling you, I'd be rolling up to the house. Knock. Hello. Where's my food, bitch?
Wow. She just pierced my soul with that.
Give it back. $5 doesn't fucking cover it, sister.
Yeah, I want one of those Pittsburgh cookie tables.
Just bottles of beer too, and the centerpieces, like the centerpieces.
What are you doing with the centerpieces?
What are you doing with those?
What do you do with those? Yeah, 100%. What are you doing? They die like 3 days later. You're not planting them in the ground.
Mental issues.
What the fuck? But how dare you take all those cookies? Those aren't for you. They are, like some.
A couple.
But you don't pack 7 Tupperwares full of
food.
food.
I'm sure if you even had 5 during the wedding, no one would give a shit. But
I could understand if like maybe you were poor, but she said she's saying she's better off than the bride was. So what? Are you that much of a hoarder? That's gross, man.
I would listen.
Come on.
The second I saw somebody show up with like 7 Tupperwares, I'd be like, "What are you doing with those?
Tupperware.
What do you think you're doing with those?
Like, yeah.
Huh?
Well, it'd be one thing and be like, honey, let me help you out. Like, I'm going to pack these in a Tupperware for you and send them.
Take them home.
And
Yeah.
I'll take them home with me and then give them to you later. But she obviously wasn't doing that. She was taking them home to eat the cookies. That's a lot of sugar. The diabetic coma right there. I hope, well, you know what?
That ain't right. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I hope she stubbed her toe on the way out.
I hope she gets her sleeve snagged on every door handle. I hope
that was a good one.
I hope the pillow is always warm.
So we want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Maroo. Maroo is a modern payment experience for the wedding and events industry. Lauren, have you been using Maroo a lot lately?
I've been using Maroo to pay my contractors.
That's a great
and
way.
Send invoices. It's really easy. It's great to pass off the processing fees. So it saves me a little bit of money, and it's also really easy and straightforward for everybody to pay. Whereas sometimes it can be a bit of a process to use other companies like Venmo or Zelle.
Oh, yeah. Like we hate those processing fees. So
Annoying.
Maroo does give you the ability to do that and pass off those fees. It's a community, over 9,000 wedding and event professionals, and they're growing every day. They offer seamless transactions and hassle-free payment experience, and they make it possible to focus on what you do best, creating a memorable experience. All right. So with Maroo, we talked about it, but you can accept and make payments without processing fees, offer clients a simpler experience, no need to sign up, just pay and go, and keep all your payments neatly organized in one central hub. And like Lauren said, if you have contractors, second shooters that work underneath you and you need a quick way to pay them and avoid those fees that Venmo throws at you, things like that, well, Maroo gives you the ability to pay contractors right from the platform. It makes things so easy. You could sign up for free at maroo.us/TVT.
All right. Let's talk a photographer story.
Okay.
Wedding photographer didn't back up all of our photos and then got his camera stolen. nightmare. This is my nightmare. This is my absolute nightmare.
Oh my God.
This is my nightmare. Okay, hold on. I also read these, but I didn't read these. So like I kind of like read these briefly, and
Skimmed
I was like,
it.
ooh, cool. Okay. I feel the urge to shame my wedding photographer. He was a friend of my husband's. Photography is his thing, and he had a solid amount of work experience for me to trust him. He went on a trip to Portland day after our wedding, and he didn't back up all the photos. Something my dad, who is also a photographer, made sure to tell him to do, but he ignored the advice. In Portland, he left all of his camera stuff, laptop, etc. in his car, which got broken into, and then all of his stuff stolen, including all of our wedding photos. So not only did he not back up these very important pictures that we paid him for before traveling, he also took all of his equipment with him, and then on top of that, he left it all in his car, unattended, in Portland. Luckily, he had looked and edited a few, so we got back maybe 5 to 10%, maybe less. I don't know. All I know is he took a lot of all the pics taken that day, but the rest are probably gone forever, and I'll never be able to see them or have them to look back on or to show my future children.
Fuck, man.
This is my nightmare.
But this is a really stupid, like,
It's a stupid.
this is real stupid.
That's stupid.
You know, this is dumb shit. You
Yeah.
know, like you don't,
No.
you go on a plane before backing up your shit.
Yeah.
You back up your shit immediately.
Back it up.
Back it up.
Back it up.
Back it up.
We're showing our age.
You immediately back up your work. Immediately. I know, like, in my case, like, if I get home early enough from a wedding, I will immediately back it up. If I am crushed and shot, cooked, I will go to bed, don't take my cameras out of the bag, and then I upload them in the morning first thing. But you'll never catch me going away anywhere without backing up my shit.
You gotta back up your shit, man.
Back up your shit. And also, like, your laptop. Like,
What?
there's nothing wrong with a laptop, but like back it up on an external hard drive too. You know, like
Yeah.
have backups on backups.
Have backups are backups. You put it all in the same place?
This is a rookie ass move.
Oh my
like,
god, dude! You separate shit. And like,
you don't leave your equipment in a car.
no,
Your livelihood
exposed.
in a car.
They probably left it in the front seat too. That's probably my guess. Like at least put it in the trunk. Even that, like, I don't fucking trust that shit. Like, no, man.
Never.
Like legitimately, if I have a shoot, if I have like usually a photo shoot, okay, and say after the shoot I want to stop in a store, I'm bringing my camera gear
Oh
with
yeah.
me.
It does not sit in
It
the
does
car.
not sit in the car.
No.
No way. No,
You know,
you never leave it in the car.
At Proserpines, one of the parks near us that we shoot at quite frequently, there was a couple of break-ins and people were getting their stuff stolen. And like, had I or anyone else like left their gear in the car, it would be gone.
Yeah.
You know? And there really is, it's very difficult to track that shit down.
Yeah, I know a photographer who
Extremely.
actually got her stuff stolen from
Yeah.
that place, and it's horrible. It's like, this is, I mean, lesson learned and everything like that, but you never leave your stuff in the car.
Ever.
Ever.
I don't care how big my bag is or anything too. It's got to come with me. Like,
Can't.
never.
No. I know like a lot of female photographers, like if they're walking back from a session, they, like I've heard this story, they take their cards out of their camera and they put it in their bra.
Oh,
I'm like, clever. I'm like, but like, I get that. Like, in case you get mugged of your camera gear, at least you
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I guess you have the photos.
I don't do that.
Usually I won't take the
I do
cards
carry
out
a
of-
knife on me though.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, gangster. Oh, damn.
All times.
Don't fuck with you.
I will
Strapped.
fucking stab someone. I don't give a fuck.
A lot of people ask me. I have like a keychain like that hangs from my harness like on wedding days, and they're like, "Is that mace? Is that a rape whistle?" I'm like, "One, why would I have
Why
a
would
rape?
you
have a rape whistle?" I'm like people have asked me
Mine
what.
carries a rape whistle.
I'm
I
like-
carry a knife.
I'm like, what is that? What is that? Like, is that like a, like an alarm or anything like that? I'm like, it's my earplugs, guys. It's literally my earplugs. I wear them from receptions so I don't lose my hearing because I'm old.
Oh my God.
Because I'm old.
Also, that is okay. Let's talk on that for a second because I see photographers work all the time without ear protection. If you are shooting, this is just, I have to say this for your own medical safety over the long run, protect your ears.
Yeah, get a pair of earplugs.
Earplugs, noise canceling headphones, whatever it is that you got to shove in your ears to protect your eardrums. Please do it. Don't skimp. And do this concerts too.
Yeah.
You can still hear things. But like the more you go to shows, the more you go to receptions where it's super, super loud, you are at risk of damaging your hearing long term. So please always wear ear protection.
Yeah. Yeah. Big tip. Big tip.
Big tip.
From
Pro
the
tip.
from the vendor table. There it is. Well, I think key is back up your stuff. Don't leave it all in one place. Don't leave it exposed in your car. Even if you're going in the store for 2 seconds, doesn't matter. Okay, people watch you and they could tell a photographer.
Oh,
I feel like, from a mile away. I feel like half the time. So, the gear is super expensive. People's memories are priceless. Okay, so if you're going anywhere the day after a wedding, back up your shit. Put it in the glove compartment in an external hard drive. Make sure that it's in multiple spots. Take the cards out, put them in a different spot. Like scatter your stuff around.
Yeah, don't.
So if you, because camera gear, if it's covering our insurance, you're getting your money back. But
Right.
But you know
can't.
what's going to happen is that couple might have to sue you. And that sucks because then the money that is used for your equipment, you're going to have to put towards paying legal fees and shit. It sucks.
Don't do that.
Don't do that either. Oh.
Okay.
All right. Which one didn't I read? Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, we're on the last one. Holy shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. We read a lot of stories today. Okay. I don't remember this one. Okay. I stole the bride's thunder during her wedding.
Oh boy.
When
We're off to a bad start.
Okay. When I was 4, I was the flower girl at my aunt and uncle's wedding. First, I didn't want to walk down the aisle. I was scared, apparently. Is this your story? Fortunately, my mom was a bridesmaid, so she said she would walk me down the aisle. Cool. I would not throw the flower petals out of my basket onto the aisle, so my mom had to do it. All's good once I'm up the aisle, but not for long. The ceremony proceeds, but as a 4-year-old, I quickly got bored. I proceeded to sit down, take off my ballet slippers. The audience was laughing. Then to really show up the bride, I started waving to my twin cousins a few rows back. They are a year younger, and apparently we were waving back, and we were trying to have a conversation. I'm now 51. My aunt is still pissed at me for stealing her thunder. I keep telling her that's a risk you take when you have someone who just turned 4 in your wedding. She would probably think it's adorable if one of her grandkids did what I did in a wedding, but she doesn't like that I did it. That's like 50 years
This
later.
is not the direction I thought this was going in at all. Whoever this is, absolutely not the asshole you were for. Like, that's what kids do at weddings. It's so... I would have been laughing. This happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like, kids... Like, one of the weddings I recently did, there were, like, 3 young kids. Mm-hmm. And, like, one of them just kept walking up onto the altar. Like, just... Woo, like, all doing her thing, Mm-hmm. And everybody's just kind of laughing about it. That's just what you do. Like, it's funny. Have a sense of humor about it. Like, if you're going to have kids and you're the couple making these decisions to have children at your wedding... there's, margins for things to go wrong. But everybody thinks it's funny. No one thinks it's bad.
I don't think that's that.
I can't.
It's a risk you take with having a kid at your wedding.
I can't.
Come on, it's a kid.
I can't understand this woman harboring resentment over it for fucking 50 years.
Like, are you serious? Like, are you kidding?
Oh my God, that can't be real.
Like, that's like sad. That's really sad.
That's what you're... Wow, you got issues, ma'am. Madam.
Oh my God.
You have problems. Seek help. That's my advice.
Yeah. Oh God. That was a lot of stories that I had that we went through very quickly.
Yeah, maybe we should have bantered. To be fair, it's balanced out because that one of the episodes we just put out is like over an hour long. So
hold on. Let's go to Reddit.
Oh, we're doing one in real time?
We're doing one in real time.
Oh boy.
Okay. We're in our favorite hell. Okay. In trashland here. All right, I'm gonna read this. No idea. Blind read. Okay. Don't know anything about this one.
All right.
Okay.
Give it to me.
I went to a wedding where the guests were an afterthought every step of the way. I went to a wedding and had an awful time. The couple did not seem to think about how their decisions would impact their guests. Left as soon as it was appropriate. 1, the wedding was outdoors in the dead of winter.
Oh.
Apparently, it's cheaper to get married in January. I get wanting to save money, but maybe that is when you should compromise on your dream outdoor wedding if you can't afford it. To make matters worse, it was one of those cholesterol?
Cholesterol? What? Let me see.
What is that word?
Make matters. Cholesterol winters? What the hell does that mean?
Right? I don't know.
What's a cholesterol winter?
Okay. Recorded for our area.
Cholesterol?
Okay.
Like, what was that supposed to be?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
That it literally says cholesterol. Cholesterol is spelled wrong, but I'm not really sure. If this means something and we're not getting it, somebody let us know.
Yeah. Okay. The wedding, 2. The wedding was right at
Do they mean
lunchtime.
celestial?
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
What's a celestial winter?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. Moving on.
All right, 2. The wedding was right at lunchtime. I think 1:00 p.m. So most of us didn't eat beforehand, thinking it would be a lunchtime reception. It was not. We were hungry for hours until dinner was served at 5:30.
Oh.
The wedding ceremony started 1 hour late. We were waiting outside in the cold with no heaters, no tent-like things, not enough chairs to seat everyone. That day I learned that even in freezing temperatures, you can get an awful sunburn. Oh, it must have been like a windy sunburn. Oh, those suck. 4, ceremony lasted over 1 hour. I get religious ceremonies last long, but most people make the effort to keep it under 1 hour, especially when you don't have appropriate conditions for your guests, plus an already super late. 5, cocktail hour lasted a really long time, but the drinks and finger food were super sparse. I later learned from the caterer that they hired a cocktail hour for only 70% of the guests, and they were trying really hard to stretch the food out they had. This is bad on its own, but even worse when you've had people waiting for 3 hours without having lunch. 6, after we sat down, it took a ton of time to get our first course, a ton of time between courses, and a ton of time to start dancing after we were done eating. Like 2.5 hours for something that usually takes 1. It was like 8 p.m. when we finally started dancing. Turns out the couple asked for the service to be slow so they could take more pictures. I get having guests doing nothing, but wait for the better part of 7 hours is just plain rude. The whole thing was a nightmare, and I left as soon as I could.
Yo, I would have left like the second
before that.
The second they told me that like the ceremony was outside. I would have been like, nope, not for me.
Yeah, that's
goodbye.
Am I the asshole bride and groom? Yes, you are.
Oof,
Yeah,
that is so rough.
I mean, all right, you want to have an outdoor ceremony in the winter? Okay, it's pretty. I've seen snow ceremonies that are gorgeous and stuff like that. Okay, I get that. But you let people know when it's going to be, the appropriate time it's going to be. And, you try to accommodate them so they're like, okay, they're not freezing their ass off. They're not waiting around for an hour.
Space heaters, like some kind of something. Like
like have like fire pits, have something that like looks cool, pretty, like that way.
The cocktail hour only had 70%.
That's terrible.
That's certainly a decision.
Yeah, like that sucks. Like, okay. Like,
all right, so these people suck is basically what
yeah, and your guests are like hungry. Oh man, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
This sucks all around.
All around it's really bad.
I don't but I think if you're a couple that you're planning your wedding and you're having it in the winter or you're having it even in the summer in high heat and you want to have an outdoor ceremony in the high heat or a wedding in the high heat, okay? Understand that those conditions can dampen like the effect on your guests.
They can also be dangerous to older guests or younger guests. Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, if you have a tented summer wedding, and you don't have air conditioning in a tent, you want to just have an open air tent. Those tents get hot. Man. They get really hot in the summer. Like you have 100-degree weather, and those turn into greenhouses. Yeah. And if you don't have air conditioning, oh man, like fans don't do anything. But like if you don't have airflow, everybody's gonna be dying. No one's gonna want to enjoy your wedding. So you gotta remember that. Like it might look pretty, the photos might look gorgeous, but here's the thing. As photographers, we always love a gorgeous looking wedding, okay? But if the guests are uncomfortable, people are gonna remember that wedding not for the photos, but for the
wrong reasons.
For all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, this one sounds like a dud.
That sucks ass. That was a fun one to read.
No bueno.
Oh shit! We have so many wedding horror stories that you know what? We'll have to do a guest experience one again. We haven't done one of those in a while. We've gone to Reddit. Yeah, we have a lot of people that wrote in their horror stories too,
yes.
and we've been saving them, compiling them.
Yeah, we have them.
So maybe we'll do one on the next recording.
Like I said, I just had one, but I haven't gotten permission yet. So
damn,
I got to get permission because it's a very close friend of mine. So I have to make sure that she's like, you know, like I said, she's got a pretty good sense of humor, but is it too soon? I don't know.
I can't wait to share the one horror story we experienced. Oh my God. We have one that we can't tell.
I can't talk about it.
We can't talk about it. We can't talk about it. But eventually one day we will talk about it.
Mm-hmm. When the time is right.
Or when the time's right, we will talk about it because it was probably the worst thing.
It's pretty bad.
It's probably the worst horror story that we've read out of all of this.
I'm sorry that we have to just be so vague about it, but
we can't talk about it. It's so fresh.
It's so fresh.
Fresh is a terrible word for it.
Fresh as a turd.
But fuck. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah.
As always, Lauren, where can they find you?
You can find me at LaurenO'BrienPhoto.com and Lauren O'Brien Photo on Instagram, the Feral Photog on TikTok if you wish. Michael, where can they find you?
At Michael Casaro Photo on Instagram, TikTok, as well as my website. And you can find us at the Vendor Table Pod on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, as well as
our Facebook page.
Guys, thank you so much. We'll catch you next time.
Okay, bye.